Hey guys, I'm gonna post another traveling numbers video. There is quite a bit of content to cover in this video. I'll try to go pretty quick, but it may not be a quick video, just so you're aware of that at the top of this. So the traveling numbers right now that I'm seeing, there's quite a few. The first one is 152, then 051, then 021. 901, and then 413. And I'm going to touch just briefly on this number. I don't really like this number, but I do need to mention it. So the 666 is traveling. If you don't really like that number, I don't really care for that number. um, the other number you can play that is the mirror to 777 is 222. If you're not really liking that number, the 666. So you can try for 222 as well, and that one's traveling too. Um, so Ohio, I do need to cover a little bit of bad news for you. So the I was looking at some of some of your history, and I was liking that 051 for you. Before I had looked at your history in depth. The 051, it's a very cold number. I think in the past 6 months you may have gotten it like once or twice. So the set I like instead for you is 413, 163, and then 213. And that 213, it doesn't really like, or it comes sometimes. It's just not as popular as that 413 and the 163 for you. One thing I did want to say to just bring it to your attention. So, I looked in the past year, and last year, around the same time, I know there's no guarantees, obviously, that 413 is going to fall like this again. But the 413, it fell, see, on May 31st last year for your state, and then it fell 3 more times in June of last year. So make sure that one's definitely on your radar. I was also I was having a hard time navigating your website at first. So I was trying to just think outside of the box, because I was telling you that I was going to try to give you some pairs also to play. And what I found out, so I didn't really find any pairs. But what I figured out with your state, so it doesn't always work, but I noticed that so I put an example down here. So it looks like on Thursdays that sometimes it'll happen. So just for an example, so on April 21st, you had 767. And then I was testing this a little bit, and if you take, so in that example, you have 767. If you subtract 1 off of that second digit, that gives you 75. And then that happened to come into your state as 527 on April 27th. So it happened to reverse itself and then do a split pair. And it was relatively short span amount of time. So make sure you're paying attention to that. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't always work, but it works a lot. Like when I was just testing it a little bit. So in this next week, make sure you're on the lookout for a 4-0 pair, a 9-5 pair, a 0-4 pair, a 5-9 pair, and then a 8-8 pair and a 3-3 pair. Because this past Thursday you had 4-1-6 and then 8-9-0, and I got the 4-0 from, taking the 1 away from that 4-1. And then I got 8-8 from that from that 8-9 number from that number. So Just be on the lookout for those things. And then the next state is New Jersey. New Jersey, it looks like, so I don't know if this pair strategy is not, if it's ran cold or if it's because it's a double that it didn't hit for you. This past week, or past 2 weeks, excuse me, in my own state, I had taken some numbers from, I was trying for a double pair, and it didn't hit for the first week, and then this past week it happened to hit, and I missed out on like $50 because I only hold my pairs for a week. So you may want to just go ahead and hold, the 8-4 pair and the 4-8 pair from that 393 from not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before that. And then this past Thursday, you guys had 174. So be on the lookout for 1-7 pair, a 7-4 pair, a 7-1 pair, and a 4-7 pair. And then also for a 6-2 pair, a 2-6 pair, or 6-2 pair, 2-6 pair, and then a 2-9 pair and a 9-2 pair. Just a minute, I just gotta take a sip of water. Hang on. Okay, and then the next state is Missouri. Missouri, this, your state seems to be liking this strategy. So, this past, your hits are coming from, or the pairs are coming from Fridays. This Friday before this last one, you had 977, and it happened to come in as a 2-5-4 split pair. And then this past, tonight you guys had 217. So, yeah, you had 217 from this past Friday, or not this past Friday, excuse me, this Friday. So make sure you're on the lookout for 21, 12, 76, 67, 17, 71, 62, and 26. And what I had noticed with you, which was kind of interesting for Missouri, is you guys had, in a short amount of time, you had a 217 from tonight, and then 207 and 227. So it kind of put my radar up. So I didn't really go back and look at your state a whole lot for this, but make sure that if that said, if it happens to hit again, make sure that you're checking your history and making sure, whether or not the 227 is going to bring in a 207 and 217 again. It's just handy information to know if that's a normal pattern for you guys. And then the next state is Colorado, and so far, Colorado seems to like the strategy as well. So, this past Wednesday, or the Wednesday before this one, this week you guys had 454 came in, and it brought 452 this past Saturday. And then this past Wednesday you guys had 895. So make sure you're on the lookout for 89, 98, 34, 43, 95, 59, 40, and then 04. And then also, that those 3, 4, after that 9, 8, and 5, 9, I got the 340 from the mirror number from 895. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys, for this week. All right.